This conference is called The Urgency of the Gospel, and the reason for that is because we believe that it is urgent for the gospel to be spread to as many people as possible.
The sad reality is most of the people in our congregations aren't sharing their faith.
There are a few different reasons why Christians today don't share their faith with others. They don't share the gospel. Some of those reasons happen to be fear.
For those of us that are afraid and frightened to share our faith, the first thing I will say is that you're not alone. I don't think there's any Christian throughout history that has not had some form of fear in sharing their faith. But the second thing I will say is that that's when the power of God comes in. That's when you learn how to trust the Lord, to take all the equipping that you will receive at the conference and the studying you've done in His Word, to use you as an instrument to share the beautiful gospel of Jesus Christ.
We're going to have main sessions. We're also going to have breakout sessions talking about everything from apologetics to reaching youth with the gospel.
I'm teaching this Conquering Fear in Evangelism, and I'm really looking forward to that class as well, as I've been studying through the book of Acts and just learning about how the apostles shared their faith. One of the things that I noticed is that they prayed. They prayed that God would give them boldness and that God will give them the strength that they need to share their faith.
This conference is for all Christians, whether you are actively involved in evangelism or not. And the reason being is because one of the things that we're going to have is a direct practice approach where people are going to go out into the community and share the gospel. One of the things that we know is not everybody who comes is going to be all that comfortable with it. And so what we want to do is pair people up. We want a person who's well experienced, who has the courage and boldness to go out and start up conversations with anyone, to go with someone who may be a little bit more shy, maybe a little bit more timid, maybe a little nervous about that approach.
This conference will not only equip us as pastors to know how to equip our people, but it will also give us a chance to have some equipping for our people. So I would really encourage the pastors to tell the people within your congregation to be a part of this conference.